cannot pull from out of the ground, and then they will actually tear apart like half of the scallion, just like this. My reason why I can actually dig the soil so easily is because this soil tilled 2 times before. I am going to be transplanting, so it is actually 3 stalk, and this is going to be 2 stalk. So welcome back to my channel, my viewers and my subscribers. I am just here today and I am going to show you guys how to actually plant scallion plant. So if this is your first time to my channel, my name is Shandan and welcome back to the Hilltop Farm. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for a lot more videos. And if you guys could share this video for me, I would really appreciate it. So I will be taking you guys along step by step and show you guys how I am going to prepare the land or the bed to actually transplant the scallion plant. For my farm, it is not a big farm, my viewers, so it is not really a lot of scallion I'm going to plant, but it is a lot for my farm. So I will be taking you guys along. This is not my first time planting scallion, so I am going to show you guys how I do it and how I prepare the land. So stay tuned. So welcome back now, my viewers. In my last farm tour, I actually explained to you guys that I will be removing these. As you guys can see, these are some pop choy plant, and I actually told you guys that I will be removing these pop choy. So I am going to remove all of these plants, and I am going to transplant the scallion plant in this location. So as you guys can see that some pop choy is actually here going to seed. I do not really need any seeds from these pop choy. From the most of them, I will be saving like 1 or 2 of the plant to actually save seeds from, but I don't really have to do it because pop choy seed, my viewers, it is very cheap, so I can purchase it if I want it to actually use. So I will be removing most of them, as you guys can see, from up here, coming straight along down here, and they're actually growing right against the cabbage plants right here, or the cabbage bed right here, so you guys can see. So I am going to put down the camera and I am going to remove the most of these pop choy, and I am going to put them inside of a bag because I am going to take them for the animal. So you guys can actually stay tuned. As you guys can see right up here, I am just showing you guys. You are going to see this bag right here. I have the goat manure that I will be using to actually plant the scallion plant. So stay tuned. So welcome back now, my viewers. So at this location right here, where I actually have the cabbages, the big cabbage bed that I was actually have growing, I actually did remove some of the cabbage from down here and said that I was actually going to till this soil and I was actually going to plant the scallion, go straight along up there. But I actually changed my mind and said that I'm not going to put the scallion right at this location at this present moment, because the amount of scallion that I actually have to transplant, this location is actually going to take a lot more to actually fulfill the space. So I said that I am going to change the location and put them down there, and soon as they started to multiply and started to get a lot, I will be removing some of them from down there, and then I will be started to transplant up here. So you guys can always subscribe if you are new, and always stay tuned to see the progress by time goes by. So stay tuned. So welcome back now, my viewers. I want to explain to you guys. Right here you guys can actually see these are some scallion plant that I actually did transplant, and these was the first scallion plant that I actually started to grow on my farm. And with the experience that I get from growing these scallion, I only fertilize them once, and the experience that I experience that I get while growing these scallion, I know that I can actually grow it, grow a lot of it. So what I will be doing, I will be showing you guys how most farmer actually harvest their scallion. I am going to show you guys that as well, as I am going to remove these scallion plants from this location and planted them at the nursery where I will be, or the bed that I will be transplanting all of the scallion today and take care of them. And while they actually started to multiply a lot, I will be started to remove them and started to spread them and plant them at different locations. So I will be showing you guys right here one of the reasons causing me to be removing these scallion today, and I don't want them at this location. As you guys can see that some tomato plants are actually right here. If you guys did saw or didn't saw in one of my previous video, because if you are new, I will be doing a lot of work to these tomato plants. I will be pruning them and doing a lot of stuff with them very soon. So I need a lot of space around them where I can actually walk around and do what I have to do. So I will be removing, and true, because I am going to transplant some scallion today at a different location, it is not really hackling. It is very easy for me to just remove these ones as well. So I am going to show you guys now. So in most big farmer or person who grows scallion, like a big farmer, my viewers, most of them, the way how they harvest the scallion, they will actually separate the scallion. Like the root of the scallion, they will actually split it in two pieces, and then they will actually went ahead, push their finger in between, hold one of the root very sturdy so it cannot pull from out of the ground, and then they will actually tear apart like half of the scallion, just like this, my viewers. And then they will actually remove it and clean it and take off the soil from off of it, and then they will actually take off the root, and then they will actually take this to sell to higgler or persons who go to the market or anyone at all. So that's the way they harvest their scallion. Some person pull the hold of the root from out of the ground. Then only thing you will actually do, my viewers, you will take the soil and compact it back at the root of the scallion plant. But the difference, what will happen today, so I'm actually showing you guys the both way, the two way, how they harvest it. So some of them will harvest half of the scallion and leave half of it to continue, multiply, and keep on growing. Some person will pull all of the scallion from the ground. They will harvest all of the scallion from the ground, and then they will maybe take off some of it like this, and then they will go back ahead and plant back this and sell all of this. So that's the way they do it. So just because I'm going to remove all of them, so I'm just going to pull all of them and change the location. And the reason why this one right here do not have in a lot more, my dad did went ahead and harvest some of this scallion. That's the reason why. Look on the root of the scallion, my viewers. Very, very healthy. A lot of healthy roots at the root of it and the root of it. The roots are very healthy, as you guys can see. So I am going to show you guys how I am going to clip up the root of it as well to actually transplant it. I'm going to try and show you guys from now before I actually forget and don't show you guys. But one of the problem is I don't sure where the knife is actually at this present moment, but I will find it very soon. So whenever time you are actually transplanting your scallion, my viewers, if it is not from the market or you're actually growing it and you are going to transplant it and you want to know, you need to cut off some of the root. So true, because I don't have the knife as yet, because I will use the knife to actually cut it off. So this amount of root is great to actually transplant the scallions plant with. Do not transplant the scallion plant, my viewers, with all of the root on it, as it is actually going to take a longer time to start it to respond. So you actually have to prune up the root before starting to transplant. So that's the way you should do it. So you guys can stay tuned. I'm going to remove all of them. Right here you guys can see, and these drier leaf should always be removed. So that is it right there. I will be cutting off some of these roots very soon. So that is it. So stay tuned. Alright, so welcome back now, my viewers. I will be removing all of the older pop choy plant. So I told you guys already that I will be taking them for the animal. So I'm going to show you guys that as well. So I don't want to leave any of the root inside of the soil. I will be taking out all of the root. am just removing some of the weeds at this present moment, and I will be tilling up the soil because some weed is actually on the soil, my viewers, so I will be turning over the soil just to get rid of the weed that is actually on the top of the soil. You have a lot of person who actually, well, most person when they are actually growing a lot of scallion plant, they will actually put grass on top of their soil. But because I am not going to grow a lot of scallion plant, I will not put any grass on top of my soil. And one of the main reasons, two of the main reasons why farmer actually put the grass on top of the soil, they call it mulch. One of the reason why, two of the reasons why is because it prevents weed from growing, slow down the growth of the growing of the weed, and one of the next thing, it actually keep the moisture inside of the soil, my viewers. So that are two of the main reasons why they use grass on top of the soil when they are actually planting scallion. The reason why I can actually dig the soil so easily is because this soil till 2 times before. I actually fork up, or I till the soil 2 times before, so it is very soft and easy to actually till at this present moment. So whenever time weed actually grow inside of the plants, my viewers, the scallion plant, I will always can come through and remove them because it is not a big space and the soil is very wet. I just saw a caterpillar right there. So I just want to show you guys step by step how I do it from start to finish. And it is not very difficult, but only if you have an understanding on how to do it, it is very easy to do. And the scallion plant, my viewers, it takes, depending on how you take care of the scallion plant, in like maybe the longest is like 2 months, 2 months and couple weeks, you can actually start it to harvest, depending on how you take care of the plant and all of that. So if you take good care of your scallion plant, you can start it to harvest at 2 months and maybe a couple weeks, I don't sure. But when I do the research, they said that you can start it to harvest at 2 months. But for me, to make sure, I will told you guys like 2 months and 2 weeks. For sure, you can start it to harvest. So when I actually till the soil like this, my viewers, soon as I transplant the scallion plants inside and I add the goat manure, they are going to take off like a rocket. And I will always keep you guys updated on the scallion. So for all of who do not know, every week I give a farm tour update and show you guys how all of the plants on the farm is actually growing and how they are actually doing. If this soil was actually first time tilling, it would be very difficult to till, my viewers. So while you are actually tilling, if you see any grass that will start to grow back very quickly, you can just remove them. These pepper plants at the side or the edges right here will be maybe in another couple of weeks they are going to shade some of the scallion plant, but I don't think it will be a big deal. I think they will still going to do well even if they are actually shaded. I am going to, it is more far away difficult to actually get the time plan to actually plant, my viewers. So that's the reason why I don't get the time as yet, but very soon I will get the time to actually transplant, very soon. And I actually think that this space is actually very big for the amount of plants that I have to plant, but never know. And I'm going to give them a good distance, good spacing, but thus they can actually multiply a lot, because I'm sure that I'm going to take good care of them. I'm going to fertilize them very good, and the goat manure, my viewers, work very good for any kind of vegetable. You can actually get some goat manure and add on your farm or in your garden. It is very good. Great organic manure. I don't sure if anyone will ask why the reason. Maybe I don't use the grass. I don't use grass on my farm. Where I'm at, it is very difficult to kind of get the grass to actually use. So that's the reason why. And I am not growing a very big farm. So I don't really have a problem to come through and do weeding at times. That is not very difficult for me. I enjoy doing it some of the time. So that's the reason why I don't really use the grass. But by time goes by, if I started to grow a bigger farm, I will think about it. But my viewers, some person have to use it. If they do not use it, they would actually in problem with to actually get water to actually water their farm and stuff, because some of the time they don't get a lot of rain and water is not easy accessible in pipe at their location. So some of them have to make sure that they put down mulch or put down the grass on top of the soil, so it can actually keep the root of their plants very cool. And as you guys can see, I actually get some rain last night, and the cabbages, as you guys can see over here, they are looking very happy. We are not getting a lot of sun today because it is actually looking like we are going to get some rain as well, because the sky is very dark. Maybe I will show you guys that as well. So the next step, my viewers, I am going to sprinkle the goat manure all over the soil. This is one of the manure that I use the most on the farm. And I never told you guys, I actually go for the cow and the pig manure as well, so I have it on the farm, so you guys can stay tuned for some videos with that as well. I am going to show you guys how things are going with the goat and the pig manure. So for anyone who are actually wondering how my plants are actually doing so well and looking so beautiful, this is one of the ingredients that I am actually using. I need to get the machete, because the machete is actually what I am going to use to actually dig the hole and plant the scallion. So you guys need to stay tuned. So I have the knife right here, and as I was actually explaining to you guys that I don't want the root to be on the plant, so I will be trimming off some of the root from off of the scallion. Then now I will be breaking it apart to take off the pieces that I am going to be transplanting. So this is one of what I am going to be transplanting. So it is actually 3 stalk, and this is going to be 2 stalk. So I'm just going to split them up, so as I started, I don't have to stop to be doing it. Okay, so very easily. Clean off the drier leaf and stuff that is actually on the scallion and throw them away. Only. Okay, that's a single one, and this is 2. Clean off the drier part at all time from off of the scallion. Trims up the root of it. So if you actually keep the drier part on the scallion, it will actually slow down the growth of the scallion. So whenever time you clean it and it is very fresh, the scallion will respond much better. So when I actually don't show you guys how to plant scallion in this video, everyone's supposed to know how to actually grow their own scallion at home who watch this video. Ignore the noise in the background because a plane is actually passing by. So some of the single ones that you are actually seeing right here, I will put both of them together and then I will be transplanting. And I have some other more stuff to do on the farm, but I may be not going to include it in this video. I will do 2 separate videos. Take off those leaves because they are not good. So these ones, the first ones that I actually take care of was the ones them that I actually harvest this morning or pull this morning. So I will be just cleaning up these ones as well, because some of the leaf on the plant on these ones started to turn ripe or to turn brown and to die. So I will be just removing some of them, clipping off the roots, take off the leaf that is actually spoiling, throw it away. One of the biggest problem with these Scallion, my viewers, they should have been transplanted from the other day, but just because I want to do the video, because I have them for like 2 to 3 days now, and because I want to show you guys how to do it, that's the reason why they don't start it as yet. I will be cleaning all of them. This Scallion plant was actually growing in red dirt or red soil. Hopefully you guys can see on this one, it started to push out some new fiber or some new root right there. Some of them is still going to have some dry leaves on them, but that's no problem. By time goes by, I can actually remove them, my viewers. Because the leaf is not really fully dry as yet, but they started to turn yellow, so that to show that you're not healthy. And the most of them, my viewers, I did actually put them down on the rain that fall yesterday, actually fall and catch them. So where I was actually have them put down, there was very cool, where some grass was actually at, so they was actually very cool. So that's the reason causing them to started to grow new root, because they was actually thinking that they maybe can grow and go back down inside of the soil. A lot of these things, my viewers, take a lot of hard work to do, and some of the time when you actually do it, a lot of person don't appreciate what you actually did to actually do what you do. But it is not for them to judge. It is actually up to you as the person who actually did it to know what you do and know what you should do after you actually do what you do and you are actually harvesting what you actually grow and stuff, and to know what to do with it and what not to do with it. But for me to actually do this, my viewers, it is actually like fun for me. I don't really have a problem to actually do it, but it does take time, and maybe some person don't have that amount of time to spend to do something like what I am actually doing. Okay, my viewers, so I'm going to start to transplant the scallion now. I am not going to transplant the scallion very deep, maybe like 2.5 to 3 inches, maybe the most. Right there. And I'm going to give them like 1 foot spacing in between, both of them, 12 inches. And so for all of who are asking, maybe you have person who actually do it different from the way how I do it. I want to it is not looking like I'm going to have a lot to actually do all of it, but that's the way it goes. I sure I sure that I know that in another couple of weeks, couple months, things are going to be well because I'm going to have a lot. I'm just going to put all of this in one hole right here. I want the camera to actually show you guys everything so you guys can stay tuned. So I'm going to tell you guys what I will maybe do to actually get a full row going along down there. Maybe I will be using 3 row only for the first and see how far it will take me. now it's not really looking like straight line, but because I'm not using any card line, I'm doing freehand, so that's the reason why. So I finished my videos and I do 3 row, and I want to say thank you guys very much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you guys for your continuous support. I really appreciate it. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for a lot more videos. So I need to wash my hand, and then as soon as I wash my hand, I'm going to give you guys a close-up view and let you guys see. So stay tuned. So welcome back now, my viewers. This is the way they are actually looking after I finish. Coming right along down here. And I actually could have gave them some more space, because I actually tried to give them 12 inches apart, like 1 feet apart. I tried to do it. Some of them is actually closer, but I could have gave them some more space, but true, because I was actually planning to do 4 row, but by time goes by I see that I don't have enough to do the 4 row, so I actually do 3. But that's no problem, they are going to do fine. So I want you guys to stick and stay. If this is your first time to my channel, like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for a lot more videos. So welcome back, my viewers and my subscribers. I just want to show you guys that I actually take up the pop tray that I actually pull out to plant the scallion. So I actually take it and cut it up and give the goat. So they are actually eating. So this is the all of it. Not the all of it, my viewers, but most of it. And I have some more outside to give to the other goat. So you guys can actually stay tuned. So welcome back now, my viewers. I am just giving these ones a little bit more as well. I gave them some before, but they actually eat it off, so I gave them some more, and I'm going to give those ones some more as well. So you guys can see what this one is actually doing. But I gave them some more. And as I was actually explaining to you guys, I gave them some of it before. Then I came back now and gave them some more.